Hi, I'm Diego with De Oro Music, and welcome to this video looking at Bulería Falseta 10. So we'll start out just with a fairly standard rhythm compass. And you've probably seen that type of idea before anywhere else on the internet or other lessons with your teachers, even in some of the earlier Buleria series that I've done. Really just keep your rasgueo clean. And this pulgar, just nice and smooth as that glides through each note being played with the thumb resting. Makes it really easy that way, very relaxed. And that brings us into the next rhythm compass. So there on beat 3, we've got just the thumb coming through on this chord, barring the bottom 2 strings with the first finger and having that knuckle bent back. Again, we've seen that before too. And now, the next idea is really the crux of most of the ideas in this falsetto, or the main technique that it relies on. We have this little flourish. And for that, it's an arpeggio followed immediately by that rest stroke index on the top string. So practice that by itself. If you can get that down, that's really the only trick or the most difficult part, I think anyways, of this. And it's actually a lot of fun. It sounds, it's a nice flourish. It sounds like a lot of fun. And it's really not that difficult once you get the hang of it. Prepare your fingers ahead of time, for example, with your right hand, thumb, index, middle, ring finger, A, P-I-M-A, all on the strings ahead. And just rolling those fingers into your palm, and ending with that index up as a rest stroke. And an accent. And if you can keep those notes nice and clean, then that's really the goal there. Keep that nice and clean so we have a flourish, but well-defined. And now here, a little bit out of, breaking a little outside of the rules. I'm actually doubling the index there. It plays string 1, and then plays string 2. And I know that generally that's not, well, that's kind of frowned upon, but here it's most practical. We're not doing it extensively anyway, so if the music benefits from it, then it's okay to break the rules, I think. As long as you're not doing it out of laziness, there should be some other consideration. Is it more practical? Is it still musical? This sort of thing. And if it is, then hey, rules are meant to be broken. Let the music be the really the bottom line, the guiding decision maker. So that brings us into this main part of the falsetta, and it's just going to go through this progression. Very standard, nothing new here, no new chords. But we're going to keep using that technique and then those syncopations that follow. Ending them with the thumb and the index up. So again, from beat 11 in measure 2. And then ending with a bit of a punctuation here. Give it a real snap. Moving into this rascale part. And then that just brings us back into the rascale compass. Could be any rascale compass of your choice, just to tie it into either the next falsetto or bring it down and back into your accompaniment. So looking at measure 5, these final rascale compasses. So something a little bit new there. Measure 6, beat 12. There we see beat 3 of that measure, where we're coming in with our index and muting with the meat of our palm at the same time. Now you can use your index, you can use your middle. Main thing to remember, when you come through, the thumb has to be prepared because it's going to come through the strings next. And ending with the same flourish that we've seen. And the snap. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. This falsetto for me is a lot of fun. Practice it relaxed. Really, if you can keep the arpeggios really crisp and keep the syncopations nice and funky, then that's really what this one's about. So enjoy. The tabs for this can be found on my website, deoromusic.com. Along with, we now have an ebook of the Picado book and an ebook version of the Carcassi 25 Melodic and Progressive Studies. So be sure to check those out. Take care, and we'll see you in the next lesson.